Hey there folks, Mark Johnson from tech-snobs.com. Today, big shout out goes to Verizon for sending a review unit of the brand new Samsung Galaxy S3. Now, I reviewed the models on AT&T and Verizon, AT&T and Sprint, and I had the blue model, so now I have the white model. I'm definitely excited to get my hands on this and see what it's about. Honestly, folks, this is, in my opinion, the best Android phone you can buy right now currently. So definitely excited to see how this runs on Verizon. They do, looks like we got the SIM card installed. Some start here, guys. Look a little bit different from previous models I had. You still get your headphones in here. There's the battery. And typical stuff, you get your micro SD cable and your charger. But I will say that on this model, you do, obviously on the back, you have the Verizon 4G LTE. And I definitely like the look of the white. I do like the blue one as well. But I definitely like the color scheme and how, I like the glossy feel of it. It looks very, very nice. And actually, I'm going to compare it to some of the other devices. Now, this is 21 milliamp hour battery. Let's get into this and see. And okay, yeah, SIM card's installed, and you do have the option for the SD card as well. Now, obviously, the Sprint model is the only one that doesn't offer using the micro SD. That is embedded, so that is that. And basically, I'm not gonna. Obviously, I'm gonna go through some of the differences with some of the software that I find on the Verizon model, and then what I'm gonna do is kind of compare it to the other models. But to kind of give you a quick comparison, here's what it looks like towards the blue model. Obviously, they're the same, but I definitely like the I definitely like this white model. It's pretty cool. I like the little blue LED. And then there's a little splash screen log on. Here it is compared to the 1X. Now these two are very similar. The Verizon model of the Galaxy S3 is with the white color scheme is definitely shinier than this polycarbonate on the HTC 1X. So that's something to look at. And then here of course the iPhone, which is obviously is going to look puny compared to a 3.5-inch screen compared to the 4.8 inch. So if you don't want a small screen, you definitely want to look at the Samsung Galaxy S3. So I'm going to get this activated. I tell you what, I like this color. Go ahead and pull that off. And I'm just a big fan of this phone right now. Overall, I definitely feel it gives you the best bang for your buck. And then the reality of it is since Sprint is still rolling out their LTE and their speeds are just so slow, honestly, I don't even use it. I'm definitely looking forward to using this version just to see, especially with the 4G LTE is heavily covered in my area. So definitely going to get some speed tests, see what software they put on this device. And I'll be back with especially a review on some software. I'm going to go through a little bit of the OS and kind of hit on it in a different part than I did from the Sprint and the AT&T model. So I'm going to do it a little bit different with the Verizon one, just so each one will be a little bit different. So I'm not, talking about the same thing on each device. So once everything gets all set up, I'll be back with a review. And thanks for watching. Take care. Okay, got the phone activated. Everything's going through fine. They do bring you through the contacts back up and so forth, which is good if you're not using Google or some kind of email service that stores your contacts online. Also brings you to some more guided tours. So that's pretty helpful for people that do need it. I'm going to skip the Google part now. And then I'm going to just get into it and just see what I see different from the jump. Obviously the screen is beautiful. Super AMOLED display. It gives you a 1280 by 720 resolution, which is fantastic. And let's look in the apps and see what we have for the Verizon model. So of course you have a Verizon apps, and what does this give you? Looks like they're a way you can find apps. Pretty much easy. Reminds me of the Samsung Hub type of thing. I'm going to go and see if I can get into this real quick. Well, I have to update that. I'll cover that in a review. Let's see what else we got. My Verizon Mobile, of course. Mobile hotspot. And VZ Navigator. And actually, you know, it's not really bogged down with a lot of stuff. And VCAS tones. So for the most part, it's a pretty much a clean install. On a widget side, let's see if we see anything else that stands out. Doesn't, you know, My Verizon data, which is cool. I'll definitely put that out. I actually can't do that on that screen, so. And we'll go ahead and do that. And that's really about it for the most part. VZ Navigator widget. So yeah, we'll be back when I get the full review going. I'll go through some more things with it, speed tests. But so far, so good. Everything's activated, ready to go. So I'm going to have some full impressions and full review coming up soon. Thanks for watching. Take care.